My second wife is a Chinese lady from Setiawan.
I am Chinese.
She's a very, very can-do lady.
Oh, he is very intelligent. He has superb brain. And I used to tell my husband, if you should go away one day, can I have that brain?
Well, I was in KL for a few years. Being a very good boy, I didn't go out. I don't have any nightlife. I was a little bit bored, you know. So my friend is always trying to get me out. I said, I don't want to go out. So just to put him off, I told him, I will go out only if you get me a Chinese girlfriend. So he got me a Chinese girlfriend. That was auntie.
We met at a dinner through a mutual friend, but it was not love at first sight for, if you want to know. It was through many courting.
It's something that I haven't seen before. It's the take charge thing, you know. They were all telling me what kind of a wild person she is and all that. Of course, I don't take people's word for it. You see.
No, we always go out for lunch or dinner, and then when I have to work late, he would always send his driver to pick me up, you know, and he was really very patient because he's a very cool man.
Well, after the first date, she call her again, take her out, went out, have dinner and all that. She came. So that's done a few times until the big question comes out.
Oh, he did propose. Out of the blues, he just tell you, do you want to get married? I say, fine, when?
Yes, I have affection for her. She wants a child by me, so that's the only way. The only proper way, in my mind, is to marry her.
Oh, yeah. He said, if you want to have a kid, you must get married. I said, why don't we just be friends?
So I told her, okay, you think about it. This is the plane that's going to take us to Kota Baru. For the next process, you be on the plane. So I went there with another friend who arranged for the marriage. And we reached the airport. We didn't see auntie at all. I said, okay, she changed her mind. I mean, she has decided not to marry me. It's okay. Let's go to Kota Baru anyway. So the bus took both of us. At that time, we used buses to the holding area, waiting for the plane. So I was telling my friend, well, tiada jodoh and all that, see. And then suddenly there is another bus. And then this lady with a lion mane of her hair came. That was auntie. Oh, no, she knows, but I'm already married.
You don't have to tell me I'm not the Dumbo. I'm not some dumb blonde. Of course I know he's married. The whole group of them are married.
I even took my wife and have dinner with her before I married her.
Oh, I think I shocked all and everyone. Because marrying a Malay is not something in their plans for me. Because I have so many choices, why did I choose a Malay? I think my late mother took it the worst.
The first time that her mother saw me, the face dropped because I was old. See? But her father was very supportive.
My dad was always there for me. He never scolded me for getting married to a Malay guy. He knows that he's a decent man, he's a good man. And, well, I think he's a very practical man. He just said one word to me: you make the choice, you make the bed, you lay in it. Don't turn around and tell me next day that you have this and that and nothing seems to go right. You either make it work or if it doesn't go right, you can't blame me because the choice was yours.
When she gave birth, her father was there at home. I remember him frying ginger to give to his daughter.
He's a good father, I would say.
The sisters at that time bitterly opposed.
Not so because he's, but I think they had issues because he was a married man. What should I say? You think it's not a handsome, tall. He is tall, but he's not handsome. More of a Charles Bronson, that kind of man, you see. Oh my God, isn't he great? He's the rugged kind of man. Well, you have to get used to his face to like him, okay? I was lucky in the sense that I had my daughter quite early, in a short while after when we were married, I mean. And then she being the only baby around, who doesn't love babies? Everybody loves babies. And my sister, they all start coming around, you know, taking her for weekends and things like that, giving me a break. They know I'm not the motherly kind. And I hate whining children. So they to give me a break, they always take my daughter from one sister will take for the other weekend, and the other aunties will come and take her for the weekend. So I'm lucky in that sense. Yeah, when she came along, a lot of things tend to soften the situation, I would say. His family is very small. His dad is dead. And I only have a mother-in-law. A small lady, petite lady, fierce looking outside, but like a lamb inside.
She thought that my mother didn't like her. So she worked very hard. She won her over.
At first she was, I shouldn't use the word bitchy, but at first she really gave me hell. But then as time, she loved beautiful things. Oh, I was much prettier then. So, you know, and being a Chinese, I think because you're fair, you're maybe she find it a bit thrilling too. What did they like to have a Chinese daughter-in-law? But as time goes, I think she got to know us better. And of course, my husband put in a lot of effort, you know, to bring us together.
Yeah, my first daughter met my second wife. And of course, I said, "Oh, are you sure she's the person for you?" That's all.
I think he did ask Tunku. What's so attractive about such an arrogant woman? I think so. Aggressive, not arrogant, yeah. Such an aggressive lady.
It's very difficult. It's not a bed of roses. Yeah? You forget about these romantic novels or films and all that. It's very difficult.
Well, you get a lot of unintelligent remarks from your own race, that's for sure. And especially when you all go out together, people will be thinking, why marry a Malay guy? You know, it's not so much as a Muslim or what. The minute they look, they see that it's a Malay guy with a Chinese girl. During those days, there are a lot of unintelligent remarks. You know, some can be quite crude. Sometimes when you're at a certain place eating, you can actually hear what they're saying. They can tell you that, you know, why Chinese sausage not nice? You have to go for a Malay sausage or things like that. Crude, I would say. But then, like you say, you just ignore it. We have a policy that we both, I think we both understood. Because I am strong-headed, he is also strong-headed. If both of us were to give each other restriction, I think the marriage will only last for half a day. It won't last this long. So I guess he was intelligent. We never really touch on religion. As long as he thinks that you're doing the right thing, you know, that's good enough for him. That's why I said, that was one of the reasons why I think our marriage lasted that long.
I mean, there was some bending over backwards, like letting her choose the color of my shirt for a particular year. You know, the Chinese, they have 1 year is red, 1 year is green, 1 year is yellow, things like that. So as long as it doesn't go against my religion and my belief, it's okay. So I will follow. There's no harm in it.
I try as far as possible to do what is right. But like my late mother-in-law also said, you're already perfect, except you must learn how to pray.
This is something that is I did not do deliberately. This happened. But the thing is that when I want to go through something, I follow through, come hell or high water.
Every day is great.
Yeah.
Good afternoon, Dr. Yo. Okay, we're going to interview you here, and the subject is interracial marriage. Could you define interracial marriage in your own words?
It's when one human race marry another human race.